Hello there, this is Amanda from CGR Undertale, and I'd like to keep it real with the first 150 Pokemon by saying how great of a game Pokemon Snap was. For the N64, Snap took Pokemon to a new level. For those interested in photography, or just Pokemon in general, this was a blast. You start out simply in the 01, working for good old Professor Oak. You take this vehicle to various areas, searching and finding Pokemon that will create great snapshots for him. The first area on the beach, you can find some of the most entertaining forms of Pikachu photography. If you try hard enough, you can get Pikachu to surf, or even get multiple Pikachus to come out and dance on some logs. The variety in these areas were great. You got to see these creatures in their natural environment doing things related to even their tempers. I recall getting Magmar pretty mad at a Charmander and turning him into a Charmeleon over it. This game also includes legendary Pokemon, from the birds to the adorable and spunky Mew. You unlock Mew's Rainbow Cloud level by completing everything that Oak has asked of you. And this includes finding the Pokemon signs. The signs are basically various shapes and even constellations that, when photographed, make a sign shaped like certain Pokemon. Another important feature of this game are the items that Oak gives you to use. You eventually work your way from having apples to attract certain Pokemon to the Pester Balls. Each of these has its own purpose. Pester Balls are really fun because they can bring out certain Pokemon, when apples, they just don't cut it. Later on, you'll also receive the amazing Poke-Flute, which can sometimes have very amusing effects on various Pokemon. From a photographer aspect, Oak can be pretty unforgiving. If you don't have the photo centered or taken at the right distance, you will not get enough points you need to pass the picture. I kind of want to see some credentials on what Oak has in photography, because last time I checked, he was just a professor, but maybe he's a jack of all trades. Regardless, this game lasts a while the first time you go through it, but after replaying it a few times, you can quickly excel your way through. This game was one of the most original Pokemon games put out there for the Nintendo 64, and it took that world to a whole new level of fun.